nice. We streaming pooping.
Ja, we stream.
The streaming pooping.
If your poop is
taxation is theft.
Going to take some fiber.
Storm, can we verify that they can actually hear
Put it
all
out
of
the
us?
other hand. It's
What,
gone.
you think they can't? Oh, I should also probably stream my screen for you guys. 1 second. Hi, everybody. Welcome
You don't have to.
Well, I like to stream it so I can give Whacker psychological damage.
Yay!
Okay, it sounds like it is ready so that they can hear us. So, all right, let's proceed with the first order of business.
Yes.
Chat. Today is a very mournful, somber day in which we celebrate the distant, far-reaching ages back into antiquity.
Yes, we are celebrating the day that
We're not talking
Whacker
about your birthday.
Shut up! This is my dramatic intro, you piece
The
of
troglodyte
shit.
he is. He came from the oceans.
Today, in ages past, birthed into this world
Start
was
billing for
our
this.
favorite horse.
Mr.
Say
Hands.
hello, favorite. Say hello. Jesus fucking Christ!
He is not our favorite horse by any stretch of the
I
anus
hope not.
or the
I fucking
imagination.
hope not.
Crispy!
Crispy was complaining about a splitting headache earlier.
Oh.
Well, that's a different
I'd
kind
call
of
that a
thing.
splitting ass ache.
Alright, so
If
we
you don't
have
know what we're talking
invited
about,
special
tell 'em.
guest. Shut up, Crispy. We have invited special guest Psyduck here who is very good at singing and carrying a tune.
Oh
And
no.
You
it's a very
lying
specific-
bastard.
A very
Oh no.
very specific reason we are here is we are now going to sing Happy Birth to Storm Song. Are we ready, everybody?
Yes.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. On the fifth day from Happy birthday to you.
I'm drawing it.
Surprise appearance with Whacker's mom. That's fantastic. Thanks for showing up, Whacker's mom.
Oh, is that what that was? I thought Andy was just like pinching on.
Who we hear is a very lovely lady, and we would all feel bad for making fun of her. But know that we're only making fun of her son, not her.
She's probably watching the stream and be like, shit, man.
Anyways, happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Psyduck,
thank
for
Yes, thank
joining
you.
us. We
You're
very much
welcome.
appreciate that, Psyduck.
And for my birthday, you can all. No, he's
Oh,
gone.
I was hoping he'd stay.
For my birthday, you can all donate to the Halloween Art Madness, where there's 9 days left, and we are at 79%.
Look, everyone, it's Old Man Storm Song.
Old man, look at my life.
Actually, it kind of looks like Cousin Ed.
I just shit my pants.
My cutie mark is sagging.
Oh my god!
It now covers twice the surface area on my ass
It
because
once was a butterfly, but now it looks like a pigeon.
It used to be a musical symbol, and now it looks like something Wagner wrote.
You know, I had a thought.
Actually-
I see a lot of old horses in My Little Pony. How's the glue factory in town doing?
So a joke in the brony community is we often will refer to old folks' homes as glue factories. But no, in My Little
Bullshit.
Pony, we actually see a funeral implying that death does in fact exist in that universe.
Pudding! Pudding, get off the Legos! Pudding? Sorry. Yelling at my cat. I have a kitten, by the way. Stream. I got a kitten recently. And he is an
Everyone
absolute
demand
goblin.
demand pets. Demand pets.
Yes, I know. He's being bad. Hi, son. Are you going to keep getting into shit you shouldn't be? I think so.
Yes, Papa?
Sorry, give me 1 second. You might want to just take him out there for now and close the door. Okay. I'm back. Now we do
Oh.
stream stuff. I need music. More spooky music. There we go.
So what is the first thing you'll be drawing now that you've drawn me as an old man?
Well, I am going to draw a little original creation of mine. That is a creature I came up with several years ago. Before I was in the Aux and BPL. Something that's kind of fitting for the area I live in. But I am going to be drawing my creature, the Cobgoblin. Well, Cobgoblins.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about Spangeboard.
No, that's a different creature. Yes, thank you.
Also, incidentally, chat, I have started watching the anime Space Captain Harlock. It's interesting.
Space Captain Harlot?
Harlock.
Who's this anime waifu I keep hearing about?
Oh my god.
My wife is currently surrounding me with Cobgoblin plushies because she made a bunch of them.
My wife!
It's adorable.
Oh yeah, she is a wonderful lady, and she is very talented and creative. And I highly suggest that you check out her stuff on Instagram.
Now, Krispy, didn't you make a movie poster for the Cobgoblin?
I did, yes. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick for everyone to see it.
Yes, I think it's very good.
Yes, it is probably one of my favorite things that I've made.
Didn't we joke
This
that
is
this
the
is like a
Cobgoblin.
movie poster from the
Oh,
Tie
no,
Fight
that's the
City
thing.
universe?
Definitely. I do want to make a comic of this at some point that is largely inspired by Gremlins, because Gremlins is a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Just with more of a corny theme to it.
Fun fact for everybody, because Krispy is such a knob, the basis for this was actually because people would always call him a knob gobbler, is where he came up with Cob.
No, actually, I can tell you the story of how we came up with the Cobgoblin. My wife and I were at a corn maze, and we talked. Were like, wouldn't it be?
But my version is funnier.
Yes, but
Your
you also
version.
and a charlatan.
You're-
So
You
are the Thomas Edison of this stream, sir.
You're trying to do like this whole like wholesome my wife wholesome shit, and I'm just trying to hear.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm trying to. I'm just stating fact. My wife is a wonderful person, and I love her very dearly.
Yeah, she is. She's a very nice person, and she has our deepest sympathies and condolences.
Sympathies. She fucking inspires a lot of this.
It's much like Rail, where it's like, how woman, how could you contribute to this madness?
I have definitely what's the word? I have definitely done things to annoy her, like the time I kept making pee puns for like an entire weekend.
I mean, what grown man hasn't?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What if there's like a sequel? Like, it'll probably be the third movie. That way we can get away with it not being so good.
Oh, I have an idea of how. I already do have an idea of like how you can set up for a sequel, but I kind of want to tell it off here because if I do decide to make this comic, I want it to be a surprise. You're what?
Okay.
Because I was going to ask, like, what
okay,
like
buddy?
vegetable monsters could everybody else think up of?
I mean, I got
Before we
Cobgoblins
get into
already.
that, I need to do my periodic, blatantly flagrant, shameless chilling. We here on this particular stream author or endorse the Gen Aux party in the Aux for Aux mayorship.
Whacker does, and while I do support them, generally, I'm voting for the
I'm
German
also
Shepherd.
biased because I record
Well,
the
yeah.
podcast with the Gen Aux party member Helion, so
Yes.
Yes.
and he has walked my boat with his friendship.
I'm going to beat Storm into submission into voting for the Gen Aux party in about a week. So, yes, we look. It's not just old folks, right? It's our
Thank you,
it's
Bully
our
Snake.
young.
We'll make it at some point.
What?
I was replying to a comment Bully Snake made. Sorry, continue.
Oh. Anyway, yes. we heartily endorse and recommend the Gen Ox party, and I forget what I was saying because I'm old.
I did like your Black Flag poster that you made this morning. I saw that. I was like, hell yeah.
I didn't make any of those, man. That was Ginger's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That dude, I have talent. Wow.
Hey, I'm just glad I got you to admit it on camera where it's recorded.
Shit, man. Speak into my pocket, please.
Oh, I love you, boys.
Love you too.
This whole thing happened.
Anyway, Storm, how does it feel to be actively decaying just a little bit faster?
I ran a 5-miler this morning and weightlifted. And then went swimming.
Sounds like you're not really decaying there.
Which body part was it that decayed and fell off this morning?
The scab from
No.
when I did
No.
your mother last night. No.
Arm.
I'm sorry. It's just that Wacker's mom has got it going on.
Oh my god.
I can't help that.
You should have said
These aren't
something
spooky
like
enough.
that massive tonsil stone you spat out this morning.
Ugh,
Oh, glorious.
No.
that
Andrew.
sounds fucking
Ironically, it was probably the size of a kernel of corn, wasn't it?
Oh, did I tell you guys about
Andrew.
the mouth-related thing that happened to me a while ago? Is this? I mean, it's a spooky stream, so I can tell body horror stories.
Did you shut it?
No.
It's okay. It's not that gross. Trust me. I didn't have to get like surgery or anything. It's just more of a well, shit. I guess that can happen kind of dealio. So, for a while, as in like a couple years, I had this small little bump that almost kind of looked like an ulcer, but it wasn't painful unless you poked at it on like the side of my like inner jaw. And a couple months ago, it started getting like really sore and like inflamed and stuff. And then one day, I'm like touching at it with my tongue, and I just feel something sharp, and this little like piece of bone comes out of my mouth, and then it stops hurting. And it turns out what that was,
Fuck.
because I asked I can show you the pictures if you want to see them. I took pictures.
No!
I would
Well, I asked my dad.
No!
You want me to post? No, I can't post them on stream. Probably that might go against TLS. Unless people want to see inside my mouth, which is just
No,
like,
we're not.
Unfortunately, Crispy, it would qualify as gore, even though it's not like
yeah,
violence.
no, that's
It's,
kind
you
of what
know.
I figured. But it's more just interesting because I asked my dentist about it when I went in for an appointment, and what he said it was, and it sounds like the most plausible thing, so I'm inclined to agree with him, is that it was actually the root from a wisdom tooth, because I had my wisdom teeth taken out in high school, and it just took years, but it worked its way out to the surface and just fell out. And I was just like, I didn't know that could happen. That's pretty interesting.
I hear it.
Yeah, actually, I had a friend that happened to, so not great, not fun. Depends on your exact.
It sucked. It sucked for a couple days. I mean, it's better now. Like, I'm completely fine now.
I got better.
But since we're talking about major medical problems that we've had, it's time for me to teach the audience about a pararectal abscess.
No. I don't.
I'm obsessed these nuts.
No. Oh, I don't want that. I don't like
What do you want, Whacker?
I really wanna zig zig out.
Oh man, look at my life.
No, completely wrong song, Andrew. Well done.
Yes.
No. Sorry, 1 second.
But after you finish the Hobgoblin, I have my birthday request.
Storm.
It will be requesty.
Storm.
It'll be requesty.
Sorry, I had to banish Pudding, my kitten, from the stream room because he kept trying to climb on shit.
No, he's too adorable.
He is. He's a cute little kitten.
He is a bringer of chaos.
He abso-fucking-lutely is.
as most small children are.
Yeah. Problem is he gets like last night he got behind the TV, and something startled him, and that shit was not good because he just like sent shit flying as he ran away.
Yes.
How often does he like look at something and just start pushing it towards the edge of the table?
He doesn't do that. He just he likes to climb stuff. Like just now he was trying to climb up my shelf, and he like climbs up on my desk, which I don't mind when he gets on my desk for a little bit, and then once he starts like trying to climb the flag in my wall, then I get problems.
Yes.
Man.
Problems.
I actually haven't drawn the Hobgoblin in a while, so this is going a bit slower than I was hoping for, but you know.
There are always problems.
Could you make this one of those like corn cobs that are like different colors? It's got like red and orange and black
like a maze,
and brown
like
and
a
white
maze corn?
spots.
That'd be a fun idea for the sequel, because you had Gremlins and then you had Gremlins 2 where they got even weirder.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you always got to do it over the top with the sequel. Like, I mean, it's like Evil Dead versus Evil Dead 2. You know, Evil Dead was like very much a horror movie, and
Evil Dead 2 was
2
a fucking comedy, man.
Evil Dead 2 is fucking great, and I will fight anyone that says otherwise.
If it weren't for the fact that, you know, media has been kind of going downhill creatively wise, I'd be like, man, I'd love to see a Gremlins 3.
Well, I wouldn't say it's. I would say, I mean, I guess kind of it's going downhill, but I would say the reason for that is because they don't really want to take risks with shit.
I mean, that could be a kind of going downhill.
I guess so. I don't know. When it comes to a lot of stuff, I just hate like all the fucking doomer talk that I hear from people.
Oh my god! You know what would be awesome, Crispy, for you to draw one day, like a millennial gremlin with like a cell phone and a vape pen.
Oh my god!
So that hasn't happened this stream yet. Just wait.
He's got like the headphones on with the little cat ears.
Well, Crispy could draw. He could draw something very near and dear to his heart. He could draw like a hipster gremlin.
Like,
he could draw.
That'd be an interesting. That'd be the interesting part of.
I want to dispute the claim that I'm a hipster, but I drink IPA. I tend to get most of my music from more obscure, or from Bandcamp, and it's more obscure bands.
Yeah, Crispy.
And
it's
I'm very
almost
much contrarian about popular culture things.
It's almost like you're an actual.
However, I'm not a pretentious piece of shit like most hipsters can be.
If he was a hipster, he wouldn't be drawing digital art. He'd be like, I don't know, drawing with a typewriter or something.
Yeah, I'd be doing ASCII art.
So, Andrew, I want you to understand how angry it makes me that you say that, and I've seen it, and you're right, but you're right about something I wish no one was ever right about.
But is this the part where you learn about my
what kind of boring well, I mean, I guess if you're kind of doing it for like an artsy thing, it makes sense. But if you're a hipster who's like, I only draw on a typewriter, it's like, oh god, just quit huffing your farts.
I mean, like, you could try doing ASCII art, I guess.
I mean,
well, it was something like it was stuff like that. He was basically doing ASCII with a.
Well, if he's just doing ASCII art, that's one thing. I mean, ASCII art can be fun. It can be pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. No. It's not that the idea was in any way bad. It's that he was a pretentious fuck about it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, okay. I'm sure most people that have talked to me and stuff in the Aux and BPL know that I tend to talk about art a lot, because it's something that means a lot to me, and I apologize if I talk about it too much. But I'm not going to act like I know everything about art by any stretch. Like, no, I am not an expert. Like, I will freely admit I'm not an expert. I can do stuff pretty decently, but I am not an expert at shit. But I do have opinions on things. However, I'm willing to, like, I'm not going to be a dick about it if people want to, like, talk about that stuff, you know? Because, like I said, I would much rather inspire people to create stuff than to be like, oh.
Well, yeah. Also, I just imagine it's like, I'm not going to be a dick about it, and then the screen goes black for the next scene, and the title of the scene is, and he became a dick about it.
God damn it, Storm.
So,
Ruin my
this is
plan
a
here.
hobgoblin, and you're drawing the feet, and it just reminded me of that scene from Signs.
Oh, that's actually kind of good then, because, you know, corn.
I like. Me and my mom like that movie. We watch that every once in a while.
Signs is definitely one of the good M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Because of
I-
that movie, and I'm trying to remember what other one, I was like, I like M. Night Shyamalan, but then I started getting disappointed. Like, I think The Village was the one that was finally like, oh man.
Yeah, no, The Village was terrible. Actually, I do have a slight story. Sorry to interrupt you.
So wait. Sorry, I'm being asked by a chat member to read this. Rail says, wait, Krispy thinks he's not pretentious. It's time to gather the fruit that's so low hanging I have to bend down. Krispy's pretentious when AI art is involved. Rail!
Rail!
Rail.
I have very good reasons for that, and you know it.
Rail.
Don't listen to Wagner, he's full of shit.
I wished.
You know,
Dude,
Rail-
it is like a really crazy fucking season right now
Okay,
because I
do you really
found
want me to get on my
myself
fucking
agreeing-
soapbox right now after how many times I've talked about it? Do you really want me to go there?
Let Whacker finish. I want to hear what he has to say. Let him talk.
Oh, I've been agreeing with Rail at a disturbing amount the last week or two. Like, it is downright disturbing. So,
I think
I
you
feel
got
like
a problem.
something spooky, crispy.
look, Rail, Krispy, you got to understand that Rail will never understand what it's like to have your job taken by AI because AI will never be stupid enough to have to work for the government.
Ooh!
Why would you say something so
Christ!
brave yet so controversial? Holy fucking
Can you
shit.
imagine,
Jesus
can you imagine the
fucking
DMV
Christ!
with AI?
And welcome to the point of the stream where we wondered, are we going to get cancelled?
I always said, man,
Good
getting
Jesus.
WBPL canceled would be a speed run of fucking Crispy show.
I don't even think I'd be the reason now that we talk about
Oh,
it. I think
bullshit,
it's just-
Crispy. Crispy, you have uttered some of the most horrendous things.
no, I haven't. You can't prove
Yes,
that.
you have.
What about? Actually, don't answer that.
It sounds like someone has a guilty conscience.
I don't want Whacker to be right. First of all,
None of us do, but at some point you have to give the devil his due.
Crispy.
Well, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal.
is that like the anthem of the South?
When he came across a young man atoned on a fiddle and playing it hot. And the devil jumped up on Hickory's stump and said, boy, let me
Oh,
tell you
let me
what."
tell you what. You might be a good fiddle player, and I'll give you a devil due. But I'm willing to bet some shit that I'm better than you.
But I'll bet a fiddle of gold against your soul because I think I'm better than you.
Now I
The
want to
boy
listen to
said
the
my-
Primus version.
And the boy said, my name's Johnny and it might be a sin, but I'll take that bet and you're gonna regret because I'm the best there's ever been.
Have you noticed that it's always in the South where people are like, yeah, I'll deal with the devil?
I mean, it's
I'm gonna
byproduct
refrain
of
from
a lot
commenting
of...
because I might say some things.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Crispy.
I want to play the guitar better. I better sell my soul.
I mean,
Or you just do what Willie Nelson did and just smoke a fuck ton of weed.
I want to know what
Is that the secret to true art? Did we just
I want
figure
to
it
know
out?
what Jimi Hendrix.
I think we did.
To quote a Clutch song, only one thing's for certain: Willie Nelson only smokes killer weed, and those are actual lyrics.
It's funny seeing Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg together.
Oh, it's great. I love it. I
My
also love
favorite-
to see what Snoop Dogg with Martha Stewart.
My favorite remains the Bootneys Shadow Garden Evil Pack. This is the shit that killed Tupac.
I really wish that those. I really wish that those were voice lines. So, I think I talked about it before on
Yeah.
stream. that I've been playing XCOM 2, and one of the mods I have for that, because of course I've modded shit, was the Dracula Flow voice pack, and it made the game very fun at points.
I imagine.
Yeah. It's me. I draw the corn man.
I am the Hobgoblin.
Oh God, I feel like Andy is now the official voice of the Hobgoblin. Crispy.
Is that a compliment? Are you trying to butter me up?
If I had the money and I made a Hobgoblin movie, I may just hire Andy to do the Hobgoblin voice because I think he'd do very well at it.
Indeed.
And
God damn it, I'm on the wrong
Superhero, is it? What's the Spider-Man knockoff for the Hobgoblin?
Oh, you mean the Hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
By the way,
Yeah,
I've grown
yeah.
corn, and ants will eat the shit up, and you'll pull the ears back, and you'll just have nothing but the cob.
Jeez.
It's almost like they gobble it up.
Yep.
Hmm.
Bastards.
Well, the Hobgoblin's bad, but the Mind Goblin's also pretty bad.
Mine goblin D's.
Nuts.
Son of a bitch! I was hoping somebody would fall for it.
Crispy.
Yes.
I
Is this the point where you quote Lord of the Rings like, I was there, Gandalf? I was there when it was founded?
No, this is the part where I tell you to locate the nearest convenient body of sand and begin to pound it furiously.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go fuck up the playground.
Oh, Haleon's in the stream, as is
everywhere.
okay.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I was told by him specifically he'd be crashing stream later today, because he's got
Yes,
COVID.
he is here as one of the two representatives of the Gen Aux party.
Yeah. And also
people-
current driver of the Vanga Boys bus.
Banga, banga,
Like
banga.
Party. We like to party. We like to party. I remember when that was popular, dude. I was in fucking college.
I was there again.
Shut up, Crispy!
God, remember the Six Flags old man commercials?
Oh yeah.
yes, very
Dun
well.
dun 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 dun
I just thought he
dun.
was like disturbing because I know it's not an actual old man. It just had this uncanny valley look to it.
I'm kind of disappointed that with all the SCPs that exist, that is not one. The Six Flags Old Man is not an SCP.
Well, what would his power be? I mean, he just shows up and dance.
It'd just
Hey,
be
you
like
never
Storm. It's like just sitting there and decaying.
Well,
in
Andy,
his
think
old
about
age
it.
and
People get on the
fucking
bus,
Bowditch right there.
but do they get to Six Flags?
Oh,
do they
he's-
go somewhere
gonna-
else?
It would be another one of those cases where like interdimensional spiders are using it to capture people and drink their brains.
What?
An extremely common occurrence in the SCP universe. I don't know what it is, but interdimensional spiders come up a hell of a lot.
I feel like
there's
SCPs
a
kind of
point-
jumped a shark at this point.
Crispy, there's
No, these were some of the early ones.
Oh,
Let me just stop asking why, Crispy.
Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, SCP has at points jumped the shark, and that is
Do you think there's an SCP of a jumping shark?
Andrew.
no, not that I
is
know
SCP
of.
the Rule 34 of cryptids? Is that what this is?
A little bit. There was a time where what it was actually, I don't know how to put it, well curated.
Yeah. It's,
But-
I get what you mean.
And the problem is, even to some degree, it still is. But once you have more than a few thousand of something,
Yeah.
then yeah, it's starting to get kind of unwieldy at points.
I mean, it's kind of like how Slender Man came to be, and now Slender Man's kind of like a pop culture meme, and it's kind of taken away from it.
You know, I just refuse to acknowledge this whole Siren Head thing. Like, to me, it's like a stupid idea. I cross my
it's
arms
pretty
and
low
I-
effort. I'm inclined to agree with you there.
I cross my arms and stick my nose at it, sir.
At it or away from it?
I'm not
Away from
disagreeing
whatever,
with you.
you know. I harumph.
Andrew, how
What,
dare?
Whacker?
How dare?
I dare
Andrew,
you.
Andrew, give Wecker the peace on this one. You're insulting his father.
How would he know?
Storm, I'm going to.
He was there, Kendall.
And I predict a "you piece of shit" forthcoming.
Oh no! I am calculating my my revenge. Yeah.
There will be
The day of
plenty of
reckoning will
cheese and
come.
butter involved.
Yeah, visibly damn whacker walking up to my door with a tub of butter.
Dun 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 dun.
Have you ever had a steak with just a whole slathering of garlic butter on it?
I've never put butter on a steak.
God,
Strangely enough,
made
it's
it.
actually really good.
It really works, but you have to do it right.
That's... yeah. I can imagine that would be the case.
Yeah, to be fair, it really, really, really works. But it's one of those things that, like, if you don't do it right, it's you have destroyed perfectly.
What, are you
good
gonna get
meat.
arrested by the steak police? Is that what's gonna happen?
Do not
Text
do not
will
tell me that.
materialize right on top of you. and
Actually,
just
I
say in
could
your
see
voice,
Tex kicking down my door and, like,
That's
slapping me in
literally
the face.
that's literally what I was about to say.
If I send him a picture of ketchup on a steak, he might come, like,
I
beat
would-
my ass
I
with a
would-
shoe.
I would do that. I would.
I know
would
you would do that. You do that,
beat
and
that
you,
to-
you,
I would
you
beat
have
him
less.
to your house, and I would beat you like the redheaded stepchild you are.
Honestly, I think that you would probably get to that point way before that. I feel like there's plenty of things I could do where you're like, I'm going to kick Crispy's ass.
actually,
Yeah.
I just want to
I've
talk.
got a-
I'm just going to talk with him. I just want to talk.
I just want to shoot. I just
I
want to
got a
talk to
question. Who's here had lobster?
Before I was kosher, yes.
I very
No.
much enjoy eating lobster. Why?
I've had it once, and I
crap.
personally think it has the flavor of cauliflower.
Wait. Let's be clear, just for Crispy's benefit. We're not talking about the crabs that he's got right now.
Sir, I do not have any.
We're talking
STIs,
about
thank
lobster,
you very much.
not
Yeah, we're talking about lobster.
ST. Well, okay, STI does work. I was thinking STD, but yeah. I thought for a moment my brain translated what you said as TV. My brain translated it as
the classy terms.
Well, I was just gonna say my brain accidentally translated what Crispy said as TBI for a minute, and I'm like, crabs is not a traumatic brain injury, Crispy. It's something else entirely.
No,
No,
TDI is like
it's not traumatic, but it is crabmatic.
no, it's turbo diesel injection is what TDI stands for.
Raise
It-
hell, brother.
Somehow these two things are probably related sometimes.
One of
No,
these
that's
things
just
is
German
not
thing.
like-
It's from the Volkswagen.
What, you mean to tell me that people get into accidents with turbo diesels? No, that doesn't sound possible.
You know, you can make ethanol.
What's
out
Dale
of
Earnhardt doing these days? No.
What were you saying, Andy?
I said you can make ethanol out of corn.
Yes, and then you can drink
That's
the
Crispy how he knows.
You know, the thing is that this is a monster supposed to terrify people. And I just imagine that if this thing jumps out like anywhere in like the Appalachian Mountains or in the South, they'd be like, "Woo, boy, throw that at the steel."
Okay, you say that, but imagine if there's like a horde of them.
Oh, eat
Like,
for a couple weeks here, man. Shit.
Right.
Also, I kind of refute that point, Andy, because here's the thought. Okay, you know Freddy Freaker, right?
Nah, I know of it because like I know of the meme. I don't really understand what it was.
But
I
you
just
know what it
noticed
is.
that
though.
yellow.
Like,
It's a goblin of some sort. It's a
Yeah.
toy.
imagine if that was standing in your living room in the middle of the night and it was alive. How would you react?
A
I'd
gun?
either pass out,
Exactly.
or I'd suddenly become so aggressive, I'd charge it and just absolutely murder it, and then like say, "What the hell have I done?"
I mean, that's what I'm saying
I'd
here.
say-
Like, you know, the cop goblin looks all cutesy on this page, but imagine like a horde of them coming out of a cornfield in the middle of the night when you're having like a campfire.
Yeah. For example, all doggos are cute, but you will get attacked by wolves at some point in your life.
I fucking hope not.
I don't think we have wolves down here.
Andrew, the wolves I speak of are the wolves of your own mind. From the
No,
deep subconscious
no.
reaches
Well,
of your
that's different.
underworld.
In your
That
mind.
happens on a regular basis.
I want you to realize right now that the majestic beast that is Storm's fur brother right now.
Mhm.
If you rewind the clock to 10,000 years ago, he was a giant direwolf. this is what mankind has done. Gibbs is now
Deep
Gibbs is
inside
a
here.
biter.
Gibbs is God's
Inside here.
angriest chihuahua.
Deep inside me are two Furbies, and they're both screaming.
And so am I, Crispy. So
I do
am
want to think of the scene where they lock a horde of the Hobgoblins in a warehouse, and it just so happens to have a giant vat of boiling butter that they have to knock over.
See, I was
Just so
thinking, like,
happens.
you know, one of the scenes I had in mind was, you know, the scene in Gremlins where she throws the one in the microwave.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, but he starts popping like popcorn.
So the thing I was about to say, Crispy, was you were like, inside me there are two Furbies, and they're both screaming. I'm like, inside you there are two Furbies. I'm driving you to the emergency room.
I thought they would fit. It's all gone wrong.
So, yes.
He's got to waddle out to the car. Funny.
Okay. You assume that I'm putting them up there. You don't know if I haven't eaten them to try and gain their power.
Either way, it's going to bring us to the, the fucking.
I just want to see the look on the doctor's face when he takes the X-ray.
So
It's like-
is this a green magic card or a red magic card?
I want to say green because it's corn, but red because of violence.
It's actually black-white.
Oh God, Alien! No,
What did he say?
no.
Share it with the class.
Haleon says that Crispy wants to animate two Furbies, one cup.
No, I fucking do not. Oh dear God.
Furbies don't poop; they just swell up until they
I couldn't
suddenly
eat Frosties
explode.
for like a week after seeing that the first time. I don't want to animate that shit. I don't need it burned into my retinas.
So I was a very dumb 19-year-old working at a movie theater,
Sounds
and
familiar.
I did not realize that this was something that my bosses could actually have gotten in trouble for.
Oh my God.
But they were like, "Hey, Storm Song, we'll pay you $50 to watch," or no, I think it was $20 to watch a movie. And I'm like, I kind of got the feeling something was up, and I was like, okay, but make it 50. They all look between each other, check their pockets. They're like, okay, yeah, 50. And they sit me down, and I start watching it, and it turns out to be the then just recently released Two Girls, One Cup. And
Did they put it on
they're
the
just
big
sitting there. Well, no, it was on somebody's laptop.
I'm
but,
disappointed.
Yeah, no, we weren't putting that on the big screen. But, so I was, trying to watch it, and they're like, he's not gonna last, and I started actively vomiting, but keeping my eyes on it, because I was like, I'm gonna make those $50, damn it!
You know, I was not expecting vomiting as a reaction, but that might just speak more to my own mental health than anything.
I am a squeamish person by nature,
Okay,
and
that's fair.
my first route is, my body is like, expel it violently if necessary.
Oh God, that explains what you did when you got here.
What
What did I do again?
Look, I had to repaint the entire kitchen. All right.
I will not apologize for art.
Good, you shouldn't.
I don't think that's what it's called.
You say that, but never mind.
Alien goes fine. One Furby, 2 cups.
Shut the fuck up!
We can buy a bunch of Furbies and put them in remote-controlled cars and have a Furby derby.
And,
Haleon, you do realize the people in this chat can understand English, yes?
Also, I have your address, Haley, and I could mail you horrible things.
Hobgoblins, erections in disguise.
Storm.
I was gonna say, Storm, you can make the Cobgoblin theme. Probably be a little close to the Gremlin theme, like
Hobgoblins, will eat your thunder thighs. The butter sauce wage its power to. Okay.
Getting into a bit of a headspace there. Huh?
Ed, the answer to that is pure, unfiltered hate.
What? In regards to what?
Don't worry about it. Keep doing your art.
Well, maybe come over there.
Crispy.
Don't make me come on to there.
Do you see those chevrons on the shoulder of that one Cobgoblin? Shows his rank. He's a colonel.
Oh, fuck you. God. Son of a bitch.
Did I just miss a reference?
You...
You missed a pun.
I am going to just...
Oh, god damn it!
I'm gonna punch him in the face when he shows up. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Hello, furry artist. I'd like to commission one human.
Also, that minor disturbance in the force, that detonation that you heard in Middle America, that is rail exploding. Okay?
Enjoy, probably.
Yeah.
Hobgoblins.
Upsetting.
Andy, I am irrationally mad right now.
When are you not?
Hacker, you're in a
Shut up.
state of just irrationality at all times. That's a redundant statement.
Andy, you're not allowed to use words more than 2 syllables.
Yeah, you might herniate yourself.
I herniated my funny bone.
Hag maxing or something right now.
Okay, so next on the agenda of things to draw, Storm.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And I believe that you had a request for me.
Yes. Well, Crispy, as you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
brother, it is my birthday. I want you to draw
Oh.
a dandelion. A beautiful dandelion devouring a squirrel. The squirrel has mocked God and Mother Nature. Let the dandelion punish it.
Let me just look up what they look like real quick.
What?
Because I don't really draw
What?
dandelions.
But, wait a minute.
Why do you gotta, like, always give us this, like, Book of Revelations level cursed shit?
Because it's what he do, man.
Feed me, Seaball!
It has mocked Mother Nature's gifts. The squirrel must be punished.
Why do you sound like the G-Man?
So
I was practicing this morning.
Oh my god.
So you see, like, how
Oh,
the
of course.
petals of a dandelion are? Imagine instead of, like, petals, they're teeth.
Okay, well, I mean, I was thinking that already, so I'm way ahead of you.
Or like those obnoxiously long fingernails that some people wear.
Or grow. I knew at least one person that purposely, like, sharpened their fingernails, and I was like, that's a bit extra.
Thank you, Ed.
Don't worry, Mo. The rubber ducky's safe.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
I hope your school getting eaten by a dandelion isn't against TOS.
It is not, brother.
Brother,
The squirrel.
I have oats.
That was part of the voice I was trying to do.
Cock and ball.
It could've- it-
Mr. Freeman.
It could have been worse. I could have asked you to draw the Poopoxodon.
Would you draw me? I draw.
I just caused crispy psychic damage.
Well, if who I think, if it's
Yeah,
who I
we're-
think it is, yeah, that came up with it, yeah, I don't want to draw that for reasons.
Yeah, no one wants to draw that.
Ralphie confirms that fake fingernails are the worst.
Yay!
They seem
Ralphie
like a pain in
is
the
with us.
ass. Like,
I mean,
So,
I mean, if you want to fit them up there, I would think they're probably going to.
Yeah, you know what I was going to
that
say.
seems
You know,
very
if you wipe
sharp.
wrong, I'm sure they are.
yeah. You just reminded me of that one, like in 8 Crazy Nights, where he's like, I wonder if that guy wiped his ass with the wrong hand. And he's just like, yes. Like the hook hand guy.
I don't think I've ever seen someone in person, but I've seen like video clips and stuff of like people with like the 2 foot or 3 foot long fingernails.
We have been
See,
joined
I was going to
by
make a point of like, everyone wants cybernetic limbs until they have to wipe.
we have been joined by an ether, the wizard of the booze, and he is wondering what skullfuckery, Crispy, you are doing today.
I will
appear to
describe
be
it for him.
I have a theme of plant horror today. First off, let me introduce you to my little cryptid boy, the Cobgoblins. Yes, they're beautiful. And then now we can explain. Yeah, Andy's definitely doing the voice in the movie. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey,
And then, for my birthday, he is drawing a dandelion, punishing the squirrel for its mockery of God.
Okay,
That
I'm not
is
gonna
all.
lie. You're making me want to draw the G-Man next.
do you
Time,
know how
Mr.
hobgoblins come after you? They
How,
stalk
Andy?
you.
I literally made that pun on the poster.
Oh, okay.
It's like I was
Great
there.
mind.
How many times am I gonna say that today?
I was there when I. Oh God! Just cuts to Whacker. I was there the day Halion was born.
Oh God.
It was I who slapped him gently to bring him breath.
I thought you were gonna be like, it is I who went out for cigarettes and never came back.
It was I who put Tennessee moonshine on his binky.
It was me, Barry. Holy shit. How do you deal with a colicky baby? Oh, we're gonna get it hooked on the gin. Yeah, I was a very colicky baby. Surprising, I know.
Crispy.
Apparently, I was a very bitey baby.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that checks out.
Just like I'm a bitey horse. If I accidentally bite you while sleepwalking, Whacker, it's not my fault. We'll blame Andy.
I already know to lock the door and don't.
I cannot wait to hear the fucking cabin in the woods horror stories from you guys at the meetup. Because I'm sure
I am
it's gonna
gonna
be
be
some crazy shit.
Well, there's still an extra bed in the room with Andy.
Dude,
Crispy.
I really wish I could come
Crispy,
meet up at location.
I will
tonight,
pay
Candace.
to have you kidnapped and brought down there.
It's not even like necessarily a money thing. It's also like I don't have vacation days to take off like a meaningful amount, you know.
Well, just tell them you're taking a sabbatical.
I fully intend on coming next year. I can tell you that much. Unfortunately, it's just not in the cards this year. I really would love to come. I seriously wish I could, but alas, I cannot.
It's okay, Crispy. You don't need to make justifications. We do. We're the ones that are going to kidnap you. It's all right.
Okay,
doing
well, then
all the work for you.
Yeah, no. If you guys are gonna kidnap me, yeah, you're gonna have to figure out some justifications there, and like also let my wife know where I'm going because I don't want to scare her. If I just disappear, it's one thing, but if you guys leave behind a note saying we kidnapped Crispy to go take him to fucking BPL Burning Man.
Genuine.
Why did we name it People Man? Fuck!
People burning man.
I would not be surprised if there's some kind of bonfire of the vanities. I'm just gonna say it. But it's not gonna be like a good bonfire of the vanities. It's just like we found this couch in an alley and we're gonna burn it.
See,
Yeah.
May or may
Ralphie's
not have
got
been a
the
college
right.
experience I had. Continue.
You know, I know it doesn't sound like much of a prank or anything, but the idea of like taking a piece of furniture and just like relocating it out in the middle of the woods and just leaving it there
Oh,
to
dude.
freak someone out.
Dude, people do that shit all the time.
If I was hiking in the woods and I
one thing people that way.
if I was hiking in the woods and I saw just like a couch, I would be like, I would definitely be thinking of the Blair Witch and get real concerned.
No, it's the it's the black leather couch.
Okay, well that's
Oh,
a different
no.
kind of movie in the woods.
Like, I think the weirdest thing I saw, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't real, but like
We've
a
had-
set of stairs.
We've had Cabin in the Woods, but what about Casting Couch in the Woods?
What about? I was about to say, what about fapping in the woods?
Oh,
You started this, Whacker.
I did not. I mean, I kind of did.
I was gonna say, no, this time you absolutely did. You can't say you didn't.
I can claim that I don't
call me a
remember.
dandelion.
The dandelion must punish the squirrel for its
Oh.
sins.
I'm just concerned about like what you're doing to squirrels in your neighborhood.
They escape my every attempt, but this one will not.
Hot
He has been
Burl
punished
is
through art.
Nigeria.
We have a Dr. Doolittle.
There are hot single Ralphies in your area.
Storm.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Pod people, pod people.
Look,
Oh, I watched that movie a while ago. The what is it called? Is it? I think it's Plane 9 from Outer Space is the original, where it's the pod people. That was a fun one. Actually, my wife and I, she's never seen it, so we watched Alien and Aliens for the first time last night. I've seen both, but she hadn't. Yeah, no, it was nice. We had a nice, relaxing movie night. Because I've
Oh, yeah,
been kind of just dealing with some shit this week, and she just was like, let's have a nice night where we just have like a night where we chill. I'm like, that sounds lovely.
yep.
I wanted to ask you, Crispy, have you seen the 1980 movie, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 80s?
I actually have
movie?
not seen the 80s Teenage
Oh, I'd
Mutant
love
Ninja Turtles
to watch
movie.
that with
So
you,
if we
man.
want to watch that, I'm down.
Yep.
I mean, I know it. I've just like never seen it fully. I might have seen parts of it. But
I'll just say, like, the one scene where, like, Raph curses out loud, and I'm a little kid, I'm like, ooh!
Now, to bear in mind, it's something we wouldn't think of as a curse nowadays, but bearing in mind, 5-year-olds watching it as Raphael in the 80s runs down New York City screaming at the top of his lungs.
You know, I
that was
forgot it
actually
was
something
Dave. I
that
thought it was shit.
that was actually something that surprised me about Alien that I forgot is like I forgot they said fuck in that movie.
Oh yeah, no, I was
And also
9
they say
when I
fucking
first.
Beetlejuice.
You're allowed one fuck.
You did?
Without fucking
Yeah.
aiding your
It's
Yeah, you're allowed to say fuck once without screwing up
Yeah.
your
Rating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
in
no,
Beetlejuice,
yeah.
in Beetlejuice, he's like this nice fucking model, and I know that because that's the clip that Civvy 11 uses whenever he sees like horribly textured shit in games.
Yeah. Well, and then there's the I was 9 and Mom and Amy, my sister. Oh,
I
Sorry,
was
that was
5 years
dumb.
old. I loved Shrek.
well, no. So Mom and my sister went to some kind of Girl Scout thing, and I was home with Dad, and I was 9, and Dad was like,
Wait a
"Hey,
minute,
let's
you're
watch a
not
movie."
Scout?
I was, yes.
Well, damn it. There goes my.
Okay. So, anyways, Dad decides we're gonna watch Alien 3, and I was, of course,
Oh,
9
God.
and thinking like, yeah, well, and didn't have any idea what it was. And as we start watching it, we're about a third of the way through the movie, and he just picks up the back of the box and is like, "Oh shit! Don't tell your mother I let you watch an R-rated movie."
How do you not
And
know that was an
meanwhile-
R-rated movie?
He forgot he hadn't seen it in years.
It's an alien movie!
Papa Storm is our kind of Daffy in some ways. I've heard many stories.
Papa Storm sounds like me as a dad. It's like, oh fuck, I've accidentally shown my
Papa
kids.
Storm sounds like a riot, and I cannot wait.
Oh, I'd hang out with Papa Storm.
The best. Okay, so if I had to compare Papa Storm to someone in the Legion, I'd actually probably compare him to Eeyore.
Oh, interesting.
Like, in a good way. Like, just Eeyore sort of like, I'm actually very happy right now. I just talk like this. And then
he
and then
refused my reverse. What was it? My reverse
ransom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were riding with Storm. I was taking Storm to the airport or something, and he was talking to his dad, and I'm like, tell your dad about the reverse ransom. And Storm kind of gives me this funny look, and I say, yeah, if he doesn't pay me, like, whatever it was, X amount of dollars, I'm going to send you back. Send you back to him.
And then he was like,
said something like, and you can keep him.
He knows. God, I cannot imagine my dad, or especially not my mom, finding this stream and watching it. Oh dear God.
I would not inflict this stream on your mother.
I send pictures of stuff I draw to my brother with no context sometimes.
Yeah, but that's your brother.
Yeah, no,
that's
we're
different.
We're two peas in a pod. Not just because we're twins.
In a space pod.
Yes, I have a twin brother. We're not identical though.
Okay, Mo asks about Sparrow. What about Sparrow?
What about Sparrow? What horrible things has he sent to you now?
He has such sights
Look,
to show you.
Spar likes to send things. We're not necessarily responsible for the psychic trauma. That's just this stream. We don't fall into that clause.
Yeah,
is this a gray squirrel, a brown
like,
squirrel?
you have to
or a
sign
red
up
squirrel?
for that.
I was thinking it's a gray squirrel. What a horrible way to... It's like you want a fucked up version of Sports Illustrated to sign up for.
Also, Rail
Actually,
said, "Yeah, we're all gonna visit Storm. We're just gonna hang out with his dad the whole time."
I'd go visit Storm.
The worst part is, at the very least, Whacker and Rail would probably be able to sustain a conversation with my dad better than I can sometimes, because Whacker understands technology and Rail understands numbers.
I understand both.
See, I'd come hang.
Yeah,
yeah. I wish I
Super
didn't
Chief
have to
would be
fly
the
to
other
hang
one.
out with I could drive to Wacker's place, but I'd have to pretty much fly to get to like you or Andy from where I'm at.
Like I drove to the meetup last year, and that was 800 miles.
Yeah,
which was not. I was not even the person who drove the farthest. I just never had done that before.
And I would
I'll say this much: our trip back from the beach this year was like a 13-hour drive from the beach to where I live, and that was a lot.
Yeah.
For me to drive to the meetup at Location Redacted would be a lot longer than that, so I'm definitely...
Yeah, and I even told you, I know it was kind of late, but I even told you could stop here on the way to the fucking...
Well, I kind of figured I wasn't going to be able to make it this year just because of, like, the
No,
wedding and
I mean
everything.
for your family thing to the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that offer
It did
stands.
take you a while to get there, though, because, well, there was the ferry for one, but...
Look, man, just because you chose a fucking location like Bermuda...
Look, the IRS can't find me there, no I'm kidding.
That's what you think, man.
No,
Bringing me back to my...
I just always think of that one episode of Batman the Animated Series where the Joker's like, I'm willing to take on Batman, but the IRS, no thank you. It's like, not even fucking the Joker wants to mess with the IRS. It's just like,
yeah,
nope. I may be crazy, I'm not that crazy. There you go, Storm. There's your killer dandelion.
I legit find this horrifying, and I find myself increasingly concerned for Storm's dementia onset.
No justice has been served, and the mockery of God has been laid to rest. There may now be balance and peace.
I am unhappy with that.
Kokomo, right?
Oh, I think I know what I can draw, because it's something that Andy's wanted me to draw for a while. It's a self-portrait of Whacker. Hold on. Let me get the proper...
Wait a minute. Wait just
So
a
hi,
minute.
Cookie Mama.
I've been good this stream. Have I?
Have you?
You laughed
Shut
at
up,
Rail.
Andrew.
You laughed at Rail's AI comments.
I did tell you
And-
earlier today that you will pay for your sins on stream, because you were saying shit about me in the...
But it's true though.
But Whacker, I actually found a pretty good picture of you. Hold on. I'll share it with stream, because I need a reference.
No, I don't know.
If I don't see a very well endowed, if I don't
knows
see a
what it
very
is.
well endowed manatee. Oh
There
God!
it is.
Look at my finger. What do you think I stuck it in?
What is a child turned into a wooden doll?
It still could go places.
Why do you insist on like taking pictures of me right as I wake up and then share them on the internet?
Oh, trust me, I've got pictures of me like that. Like,
Yes, we have some.
I have some interesting pictures of me in college where I just look absolutely like shit, man.
Yeah, those are the ones that like we can't show, Crispy.
I mean, you could show them. I just don't want to show my face on stream.
They often involved a hooker and a wood
Storm.
chipper.
No, I'm not Gary Ridgway. I'm not the Green River Killer.
No.
I know too much about true crime sometimes, because I just say shit. I'm like, oh. I don't know if people know that one.
Ed Goss responds to something I said with, "I would hope so. Whacker was there when fire was invented."
I was
Yeah.
the one who invented it.
He was trying to
No,
make a hot
you were
pocket
the
when he
one-
discovered fire.
No, you hit the other guy with a stone and took credit for it.
No,
that
he
was also the
invented
day
fire.
that Whacker
We
came up
can't
with the
fucking
term of
prove
getting
that.
stoned.
You cannot prove that.
Yeah, we can. We have the biblical reference of Cain and Abel. You were there.
No. No.
It's gonna be Cain! Actually, now I want to see a version of the Command and Conquer FMVs where Cain is played by Whacker. It's like, man, shit, we gotta go over there, go get them GDI sons of bitches.
Which
Wait,
brings me
Hey,
Storm.
Yes?
You know the song Kokomo?
I mean, I've heard it before. I
talking about
don't
the Beach
I don't-
Boys song?
Yeah.
I've heard it. I don't like per se know it in the sense of
I was
Is that a
listening
Beach
to it
Boys
the
song?
other day, and I was thinking about it, and I think that song could, like, if you slow it down a little bit and like think of the wording about it, it could be like a horror thing.
I mean,
I mean,
No, you can do that with a lot of
You
things.
can give anything the Boran treatment,
actually,
Andrew.
if you want some like Beach Boys related horror, did you know that Dennis Wilson was new Charles Manson?
Yep.
Who didn't know Charles Manson back then? Oh!
A good lawyer.
You're wow. Why do you have to be right so aggressively?
Look, man.
Also,
I don't know,
Cookie
man.
Mama
Charlie,
says
I would
that-
have hung out with Charlie. He seemed like a fun guy.
Cookie,
It's just that one
Cookie Mama
thing.
said that. Cookie Mama said that your the flower devouring the squirrel was disturbingly pretty.
See, I think that hits on a good point there. It's like so much horror stuff tries to be like gory and scary. It's like I think sometimes it's more scary if things are just like pretty and cute, you know?
Oh yeah. Well, there's that musical I've been listening to recently that people keep doing animatics for, and at some point in the story they come to a monster from Greek myth called Scylla, and it starts off with, like, she's this very beautiful woman until you realize that woman is part of an entirely much larger, multi-headed serpent.
Kinky.
And so it uses the expectation of, like, this is a pretty girl. She's going to seduce me to my doom. No, there will be no seduction. She's just going to eat you.
That reminds me of the one episode of Love, Death, and Robots.
I can hear Rail's voice in the back of my mind right now saying, "Joke's on you, I'm into that."
This early drawing, it makes me think of the Heat Miser from Year Without Santa
You know what's
Claus.
funny, Andy? I was literally just thinking that myself.
Hallsbot says, "Are you gonna hit this thing with some authentic Bulgarian? What is that?
Miak.
What the fuck is that?"
Probably
It's
some
from
kind of
the
alcohol.
movie.
Oh, shit.
Remember where they're like, it's mothers, and like it says M something something K?
I
don't want to spoil it.
Okay, so Miak
Spoilers for
is...
Ernest Scared Stupid. There's a troll in the movie.
So Miak apparently refers to something involving a Bulgarian bit of mythology in which, like, I guess grandmothers had the power to ward off monsters. Not sure I'm understanding that completely right, but...
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so-
saw my grandma fight the Predator once. It was fucking metal.
It's that kind of thing, yeah.
She covered herself in mud and was like,
What?
"Do it, kill me!"
I do like this story I heard about like the woman scaring off a skinwalker because she loaded a shotgun with like pieces of ash out of the fireplace.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
hold on. Hey there, Carrior. Welcome to WBPL 76.
Yes.
We are legally defined as entertainment. We are the streaming arm of the Black Pants Legion. Hosting today is Krispy, doing all these lovely drawings. I'm Stormsong, and this is Andy and Whacker with us.
lovely
Hello.
drawings.
Welcome in.
Lovely drawings.
Also, Halzakar tells me that I'm way overthinking the joke, and that's probably true.
Overthinking.
You
We
think
don't do
this
that
is Warwick
here.
Davis?
Look, man.
It does kind of look like Warwick Davis, but like a methed out version of Warwick Davis.
I have no objections to that.
I be tweaking. Where's me gold?
Okay.
What a day to understand English.
Come on,
For real.
booger lips.
He's got a weird nose.
Can I
You got two noses.
temporarily remove my ability to understand the English language?
You can. All you have to do
It
is
won't
drink
be
a bottle of
temporary.
liquor. No, yeah. If you
Yep.
drink enough, you'll forget how to speak words.
I
I mean,
may have been close to that last night.
You know,
No comment.
if we took this like head picture and posted it in like a bottle of liquor, probably call it booger lips.
I am the liquor.
Liquor outlet? I barely know her.
Actually, I'm gonna draw the head separate because I wouldn't mind making like that as a
Was
label.
Jaden
just like
there
Booger
last
Lips
night?
Vodka. What?
Yeah, Jaden was there for the birthday.
was Wilbur there?
Yes, they were both there. As were my rabbi and my lead guitarist
You
and
had
my
your
rabbi's
rabbi
wife and my
stream?
lead.
Fuck yeah.
Not on stream at my birthday.
I was gonna say
It's one of those-
I would stream with a rabbi.
Heck, I may have him on at some point. We're allowed to have guests. We just have to put him past Diggs first. Which makes sense.
Boy, and I cannot stress this enough. They.
I will say that if I have my rabbi on stream, he will be, like, almost disturbingly wholesome compared to everything we do.
Okay, I have a somewhat serious question. If we have a rabbi on stream, is everything I draw in the stream kosher? Or does he have to bless the stream for it to be kosher?
Wow, no. Kosher
No, you
is
have to circumcise it first, Krispy!
I don't want to
Deeply upsetting.
my stylus, Whacker. If I
Halzakar
circumcise
says,
my
"Whack."
stylus, it's not gonna work.
Halzakar says, just start thinking in Sumerian, Whacker, you'll be okay. In reference to the wanting to lose English.
Oh.
It's all right. I mean, I would, but that's a little bit too much for Storm. I have to think an old Acadian.
If you want to lose the comprehension of language, watch Skibbity Toilet.
Skibbity doo wop doo wop doo wop.
How about no?
Do you
No,
see
I
what
wouldn't wish Skibbity Toilet on anyone. That seems like bad juju.
Paul's bot.
But Walker doesn't believe in concepts like juju, so in order to prove you wrong, Crispy, he's going to watch Skibbity Toilet.
No.
I want to watch
It's
it.
too late, Whacker!
No.
I made promises to the audience!
No.
Now you have to cash the check!
No. No.
You fucked up! Now you fucked up!
Honestly, I wouldn't wish.
I don't like Gonzo, dude.
Oh no, he's rubbing off on us.
He's evolving.
The Gonzo is evolving.
No.
Gonzo is the last blasphemy before the Lord. He
Gonzo
shall be
with
purified. He will be purified and made a weapon of this holy land.
28 Gonzos later.
18.
Do you
bronze
think the
Gonzos.
costume for this troll is still like? Do you think it still exists?
If it does,
Oh, wait.
I would love to buy it for you, Andy.
Do you think we could like hire a little person to like run around dressed like this for Halloween and scare people?
Why would we need to hire somebody? I mean, we've already got you.
I'm sure we got a man in BPL somewhere.
I'm at like 5'9" manlet, but I don't think I'm that short of a manlet.
5'9" isn't a manlet.
Yeah, but no, it's not so much the vertical distance, it's that your horizontal distance makes the vertical look minuscule.
Yeah, because if we're going by actual size, then based on what I've seen, probably the most, by definition, manlet member of the Legion is Mad Dux himself.
Well, he is a duck, so that would make sense.
Pretty normal.
Ducky's a short boy. But he also...
I would like to get like thousands of people together to do like an orc march through a city. That'd be hilarious.
I'm glad you said orc, because I was thinking of something else.
What are you thinking, huh?
Pork?
Don't worry about it.
I'm not allowed, Whacker.
Pork?
Crispy Bacon.
I
Sir
wouldn't mind
Francis
actually
Bacon's
starting-
power.
I wouldn't mind actually starting a march, but it would just be nonsensical shit. I guess it'd be like a Dada parade, but you know.
And here we are
That's an
again.
art term.
Again, we find ourselves being proven right that Crispy is in fact one of those pretentious types of hipsters.
Oh, I'm sorry that I took a fucking art class because it was required by major.
He took an art class, now he's an expert.
I mean, I took an art class too, but
I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I at least understand this shit, so I can sort of explain it.
But do you really? That's good.
You are
I
the
mean,
father
I
of
know
the.
enough.
You are the father of the deep fried Dada movement.
Oh, dude, I would love to be the father of the
No,
Dada
he's the
movement.
father of the Skibbity Dada movement.
Fuck off.
Crispy.
Okay, so you know what?
Crispy,
Storm
I can
Song-
use your own dark magic against you, you piece of shit.
So I do have to. My sister is a wonderful person. Her son
I like how
has
that's
just.
the preface. Continue.
Yeah, her son has just turned 11 recently. And at one point while I was visiting last year, actually around the same time I visited Whacker,
It was this year, Storm.
well, yeah, I think in school semestral terms, so last spring. Anyways, he pulls me aside, he's like, Uncle Storm, do you, have you ever watched Skibbity Toilet? No, I haven't heard of it up to this point.
And I was like, no, and I'm begging
No,
you. This
no,
is
no,
the
no.
end of the conversation.
Yeah, well, no. And I'm like, no, I haven't heard of it. Like, what is it? And he's like, leans up close to me. Don't watch it. He looks to make sure my sister isn't listening.
It's retarded.
And I'm like,
There
you
is
remind
hope
me
for the
so much of
future.
my.
There is hope for the future.
Right, I'm just sitting here like, because of course, a 10 or 11-year-old thinks retarded is a bad word, but
Sometimes it fits.
yeah.
God.
Jesus.
Wait, what bullshit do I need to? Do you
I am
need to
just-
transcribe
I-
now?
I'm not a parent, but I would be a proud parent in that moment if my child called Skibbity Toilet retarded.
Look,
So now-
Like, I'll raise to that.
I remember the first proud moment I had of my kid when she was very, very little and could almost like not speak, and she used the word booger correctly in context.
Was she
I
pointing at you?
was so proud.
She called you a booger, and you just have a tear in your eye. It's like, yes, I am a booger.
No. Whenever she had her, I would always call it snotty boogers. Whenever she had a stuffy nose,
Yeah.
and I said, "Do you have snotty boogers, sweetie?" Because she was all snuffly and stuff because she's got allergies, just like Dad does, of course. And she goes, "Yeah," and she said, like in this very tiny voice, she goes, "Yes, there's boogers."
Nah.
And I about lost my shit.
I apparently used to say a lot of interesting things as a kid. Weird, I know.
No, not you, Crispy.
I called my one teacher too old to teach once. That's what my mom told me. And to be fair, she was a very mean lady.
Crispy, I'm choosing to side with you on this one. I choose
Thank
to
you.
believe that you were correct, Crispy.
I was. She was
See-
literally like the meanest teacher at our school who made literally everyone in my class
I
cry at
mean,
least
to
once.
be fair, all the like learning disabilities that we know about today weren't really too much of a thing until far too late.
Well,
you know,
yes and no. Like
some
I
of
was
them, yes.
I was diagnosed with, well, at the time it was called Asperger's, but I guess now it'd be considered higher functioning autism, and in second grade, and this was my third grade teacher. But shit like, say, me having obsessive compulsive disorder was definitely not something that was widely talked about or known, and if it was more the stereotypical, like, oh, they're a clean freak, which I can guarantee you that it is not like that, at least not for everybody. Some people that's a thing, but other times it's other shit, which, I mean, that's a whole other conversation, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents, when I
like-
was a kid, noticed enough in me where they, like, got me tested, so...
Yeah.
Getting heavy in the
I
chat.
mean, we
in
had
the
storm
stream.
tested too, and it was. I mean, the results.
Were you with a
pretty
father?
bad. No, I was there. I'm old enough that I remember this.
That's
Cookie
great,
just
Cookie.
shared.
It was there, Gandalf.
A Cookie shared was, it's hilarious when my students do that. Teacher, she said the S word. It was stupid. The word was stupid.
See, if I was a teacher, this is why I would not be a good teacher. I would just be like, oh my god, just like completely over dramatic, and then I would just like pat the kid that said it on the head and be like, you're fine.
Aw.
And then I'd be like, quoting Full Metal Jacket. No.
Crispy.
I was joking about that. The only time I would quote Full Metal Jacket at kids is if it's like the problem child, and you know the kinds
The
of kid I'm
only
talking
time
about.
I would quote Full Metal Jacket at children.
The other question is, what do we mean by children? Because legally, a person's a child until they turn 18.
I mean,
Good point. Actually, there are some lines in the movie that you probably don't want to quote at children.
Crispy.
Are you an assassin? I'm a soldier. No, you're a grocery clerk with an overdue bill.
That's Apocalypse Now.
Oh yeah, sorry, I mixed those movies up.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of easy to get those mixed up. They are both artsy Vietnam War movies. It's just that, you know, Kubrick was a fucking insane person.
That's true.
I love that story that Tex told about when they were. Well, it was like Arlie Ermy told the story, but I heard it from Tex about how he was terrified of Stanley Kubrick because he was just like talking about shit for a shooting, not paying attention to the road, and drove off a road in the ditch. And as Arlie Erny is climbing out, he's just still talking about the fucking movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Night Owl is doing the Lord's work in chat for us. Night Owl, you are a good person. Thank you very much.
You are the goodest of mods.
He is
Did we have a bot just now?
Krispy is a hipster.
Oh.
No, he clipped the thing where I started ranting about how you're actually a hipster.
Yeah, but he also clipped the Krispy is a hipster part.
You were supposed to join the Sith, or destroy the Sith, not join them.
You are supposed to join the Sith, god damn it.
Shut the fuck up!
Krispy's the one who licks all the force fields to figure out what flavor it is.
I'm going to mail you a fucking bag of glitter.
I thought that was going to end with, I'm going to mail you a fucking pipe bomb.
I'm not going to lie, that was the thought I had. I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that one.
What would you mail me?
Harry Potter, what's the source of that mysterious ticking? It's this pipe bomb I found!
God, back in the day when you could make pipe bomb jokes and nobody would get upset.
Yeah, it's funny how people just blow up over any little thing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I got a short fuse.
They're like explosively sensitive about these things now.
I know, man.
Okay.
It's like they're on a
BRB.
timer.
They have a
WVP
volatile personality.
Some of the comments they end up making are just so some of the comments they make are just so inflammatory.
I know, right? They really gotta watch what they say. It's gonna blow up in their face if it does. If they don't. We're going to fucking hell, man. It's gonna be a fucking full. It's gonna be like the bus at the end of Nightmare on Elm Street 2. That's what it's gonna fucking be.
Honestly, I don't think we're going to fucking hell. I think we're going to violence hell, because what you're doing right now is violence to the intellectual
You're going
community.
to turbo hell. It's like hell, but more metal. So basically, it's like Doom.
Dun 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 dun. There are two types of paladins in the world. Cuts to Captain America and to Doom Guy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Homelander. I'm like, oh.
No, a paladin actually has to be a good person. It's just that...
Oh, that's right. But yeah, no, you're absolutely correct in that statement, because you get the paladin that's just like, I am a bringer of justice, and you get the other kind of paladin who's just like rip and tear until it is done.
I will say one of the favorite paladins I've ever DM'd for is Tim's character, Arthur. Because it's not just, Captain America-esque, I am super good guy, or Doomslayer-esque, I am, super anti-demon guy. But more like, I am going to talk to you, I'm going to try to fix the problem with words, and when words fail, then Doom Guy comes out.
I see.
So
I saw that.
The problem with this troll.
That's us on the bus to hell.
The problem with this troll is that wooden doll he's holding is made from the Baki Baki tree.
Baki Baki sounds like a slang term for something that you smoke that you get from a gas station.
What's that tree that, like, if you touch the wax from it, like, is just pain? Gimpy.
Okay, so Ramshackle... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's alright.
No, you're fine. I was thinking of a joke that was probably a bad thing to say. Continue.
Okay, so Ramshackle has just informed us that we must go to Berlin, because in Berlin there is a vending machine that vends undelivered packages that mailers failed to deliver or was refused, so they're up for grabs in a vending machine.
What? That's awesome. Like, it's just random packages, or do you know what you're getting? Because it's just like...
I guess it's a crapshoot.
I guess
It could be somebody's new... I guess it could be somebody's new internet router. Guess it could be Anthrax.
Huh. Never heard of this website before, Bad Dragon. Wonder what's in here.
Oh, God! Also, we're at 80%, ladies and gentlemen. There's 9 days left for the Goob collection. Keep goobing. Goob all over the place.
In range. Man, now I'm just thinking of the Star Wars conversation I was having earlier over the Aux and how I said that Grand Moff Tarkin is a moron. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry if he's your favorite Star Wars character, but he's the reason the Empire fell.
I mean, the Tarkian doctrine was a direct contributor to the fall of the Empire.
That's exactly the point I was going to make. Like, that whole doctrine is the reason the Empire fell, because they were like, we're going to intimidate everyone into not messing with us, and then they blew up one of the most influential and important planets in the galaxy, and it pissed everyone off, and they joined the rebellion. It's just like, Curb Your Enthusiasm music plays.
I feel like you should have summoned me for this argument, Crispy, and I'm somewhat disappointed.
I should have at you for it. I didn't even think about that, but it was more just like happening. Well, first of all, the idea of like ruling through fear does not work if there's an active rebellion in the galaxy, I feel like. And secondly, you know, blowing up one of the more important planets is probably not going to get people to side with you.
Yes.
Be like, we exploded New York City. It's just like, no, I've seen enough like alien invasion movies.
Everybody be like, good. I blew up a popularity contest.
Okay,
I blew up Malaysia. I blew up Malaysia.
I don't know what's like.
What did Malaysia ever do to you?
What's like the hot dog capital of the U.S.? Like, imagine if someone blew that up, then like people would be like, we're going to kill them.
Cleveland.
Yeah, they blew up Cleveland, and then everyone's just like, they must die. See, where's that alien invasion movie? Like, Invasion of Cleveland. Like, we have... New York's always the city that gets alien invaded, and it's just like, come on, man. Like, there's other cities in the U.S. I would love to see the Cleveland one because it would get weird.
So there was an interesting idea a friend of mine posited that you could have a movie where, you know, the aliens aren't... that there are aliens invading and they're like super advanced and so forth, but
then
based
why
on
all they doing is anal probing people.
Well, let me finish.
Sometimes
but then because they're so dependent on advanced technology, you end up with what you actually see in our society, which is they are no longer as like what's the word durable as we are, no longer as adjusted to pain and stuff like that. So they're even more basement dweller than we've become.
So we get invaded by a species of neckbeards.
That is exactly what I was going to say, Crispy.
And so then the idea is... So it basically, the story starts out as big scary alien invasion, and then ends in Revenge of the Jocks.
See, I had a different thought in mind, where it's like the aliens invade, but they start in like Sedona, Arizona. or if we want to get even more horrifying with it, they start in Gary, Indiana. Those poor aliens, they don't know what they're in for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, that's how you defeat the alien.
I know! It would be a horror movie, but the humans would be the monsters. It's just like, oh god, we're in Gary, why did we land here?
Also, Night Owl said something about, fuck you, Whacker, now you get extra sensitivity training.
It wasn't my... actually, yeah, it kind of was. Night Owl tends to blame me no matter what the hell is said.
Oh, yes, because you're completely blameless all the time. Definitely not.
Sometimes I am, but not all.
Sometimes I dream about cheese.
Sometimes.
I had a really weird...
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that statement was kind of funny, and then, like, Tex mailed me a wheel of cheddar cheese, and I was just like, I still think about that fucking wheel of cheese. It was so good. That was a real fun conversation to have with my parents. It's like, who sent you a wheel of cheese? I was like, I know a guy.
He's a shill for big cheese, like we've established.
That was the fun part about being on vacation, was like trying to explain to my dad what the BPL was.
I mean,
It's like, so where's this friend of yours coming from? It's like, well, I haven't met him in person.
what how did
Yeah.
I introduce myself?
You were from the internet.
I am from the internet.
Krispy just learned that you could pay Amazon for friends.
I didn't need to learn about paying for friends. I joined a fraternity. I feel so bad making that joke, but it was too good not
That's
to.
how you avoid paying for alcohol, man.
I'm not gonna confirm or deny that, but
It's fine, dude.
we definitely found a lot of liquor that was.
I also was, hashtag did college things. Even though I wasn't a frat.
I used to drink a lot of hams.
I'll be right back.
If you don't know what hams are, it's like the Yingling of the Midwest. Oh shit! People probably don't know what Yingling is.
It's the only uncultured people don't know.
It's like Coors Light for the Midwest, I guess. I don't know.
It
Either way, you
it
can get a
is the
30 rack
drink
for
of
15
refined
bucks.
and cultured individuals, Crispy, and I will not have you badmouth.
Oh no, I'm not talking shit on hams. I'm saying that shit was great because you could get a 30 rack for 15 bucks and you'd be set for the weekend. Like, also, fun fact, did you know that the owner of Ham's Brewery was kidnapped by the Mal Barker gang back in the 20s?
I mean,
It's a little true crime fact for you.
why?
I may or may not have been listening to a podcast talking about
Crispy.
a lot of true crime. What? Man, sometimes I get nuggets of information in my brain I just want to share.
Yeah, you get nuggets, all right.
Sometimes I smoke them, though.
Crispy. Crispy. Crispy.
What?
Crispy. What is crispy?
What? I said I was drawing you. I had to make it say the quote.
No, crispy.
Look, you've turned Andy into a wooden doll.
Not again.
Shit, man.
Kind of looks
But
like
look,
a
I made
like.
a gimpy wood.
He looks like an eviler Bigfoot.
He does.
Like I feel like I've drawn like Bigfoot's
Well, I
evil
think he
twin.
might have missed his ears. He's supposed to have like webbed ears or something like
Oh
that.
fuck! I did forget the ears. I kind of just drew Sasquatch. Oh well, he looks spooky enough.
A moment, F in chat, boys. Grimby Chan's sibling's pet fish has passed. He was given a
I returned.
funeral and privileges, which I'm guessing means he was flushed down the toilet.
May he ride shiny and chrome on the highways of Valhalla.
Indeed.
Till Stovokor.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde. Well, shit, man. We only got 10 minutes left to stream. I don't know what I can draw in that amount of time.
You could put more boogers on him.
Oh yeah, we could give him more boogers. He does need more boogers.
I think he's just got
Oh
one
god!
bed.
Look at what happened. Look at what it looks like when I turn off the lines.
Can we,
Can we?
I feel like some level of vengeance on Hallsbot is needed because Hallsbot tends to sass me a fair amount, and
Is it really vengeance if it's warranted?
Oh, you can take revenge against a righteous action. No one ever said you couldn't.
Crispy.
What do you want me to draw, Wacker?
I don't know. Something cursed about Hallsbot. Something. I don't know.
Really,
Actually, what? You've only got 10 minutes left. Okay, let's just use this for shilling for the Gen Ox party.
Sure.
You can pull up the wonderful things that were created, so we can talk about the Gen Ox party. Halls, what didn't you do?
To respond to Vulcan's comment, he never looks at me during. He never looks at me during stream.
Also, Wacker, I sent you a thing.
But I don't want to click Storm because sometimes.
What do you mean you don't want to open DMs from your friends on Discord? What could be the worst thing that's in it?
Look, man.
It's wholesome.
How is that wholesome spelled?
All right. It's full of holes. All right, Krispy, just go and start displaying the advertising stuff for the Gen Ox party.
Oh, hold on. I have to actually get it. 1 second. So, for the uninitiated, because I don't think everyone in here is in the Ox, we are currently having a election for mayor. And thank you for that, Vulcan. We're currently having a mayoral election for mayor of the Ox. And they have all the powers that entails, like changing the pond water and filling the bird feeder.
And changing Crispy's colostomy bag.
Shut the fuck up, Whacker. And we would like to take this moment to plug the Gen Ox party. 1 second here. I shall grab some of the wonderful posters that Dave Zero made, and I will post them on stream because I am a show.
Now, to be fair, the other parties that made it are. I mean, I'll speak to the.
Look, I'm voting for the Gen Ox party because they've got a good taste in music.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah.
I'm just disappointed there weren't any Sonic Youth posters.
They're old.
Well, I mean, you're old and we're not voting for you.
I'm not running because God forbid.
Well, you do have the runs.
Hey, Lord Grimos just gifted me a tier 1 sub. Thank you, my dude.
Thank you, Grimby Chan. So, yeah, it's because they're old and they're dignified, and with wisdom comes age. And
totally.
Shut up, Crispy. Shut the fuck up, Crispy. We're shilling here.
I think that's the Misfits.
The pupper, the Cisco party. He is, without a doubt, the best boy. He is a good boy. He deserves all the pets, all the treats, and all the scratches.
And he will be a good mayor as such.
No, he won't. Shut up. The issue is that despite the fact that he is a good boy, he is the best boy, and he deserves all the treats and the scratches. His qualifications for mayor, barking at the mailman is not the best qualification for, mayor that exists. Whereas Halion is old. Shut up, Storm. Halion is old and actively decaying at a rate greater than I am.
How's the view look from that glass retirement home of yours, Whacker?
So, I was just realizing though that part of this mayoral debate is going to just be Cisco chasing Vendrette around.
Yeah,
I'm here
because
for it.
Vendrette's the postal party.
Oh, that's a good point. That's such a good point.
Man.
All
right,
here's
these
my.
Are all. Go ahead.
I got a real simple reason you should vote for Gen Ox. Because Punk never dies. Punk is from the Gen X. Therefore, Punk is eternal. Vote Gen X or Gen Ox party.
Hey, Diggs is in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Hi, Diggs.
Hey, it's his
Hi,
birthday
Diggs. We've been
too.
bought by local politics.
Yeah, man. Look, we were paid
voting
for
for the
this
old people.
advertising slot, and by paid, I mean we kind of decided we're going to do it, and we're
Alien is definitely not mailing me a bag of Funyuns.
I think
a fucking bag of Funyuns.
Actually,
I think my favorite thing.
Fuck
I think
yeah.
one of my favorite things to come out of this election was simply that picture that Exemplis posted in the last announcement. It's ping time. No, Exemplis! No!
Literally describes half of the general chat.
I could not stay awake, so I went to bed. I did go back and watch the end of the VOD, though, and I have to say that Halian's closing statements were...
He said it with the anger and remorse that only age can offer.
Yeah,
You're
man.
not wrong. You are not wrong in the slightest by that, but I was sitting there like, holy shit.
Like, the man no longer a fuck does give.
and yet all the more reason why we would be best served by the Gen Aux party.
Yeah.
And remember, you want you know, if your mayor isn't wearing adult diapers like
I was
Halian
gonna say
does,
Jinkos, but that's even funnier. Adult Jinko diapers.
under the Jinkos, man.
So, Diggs does say, wonder if we are going to make it, but we is at 80%. So
80%.
keep adding
Yes.
goob for the goob lady.
Guys, we have one more week of spooky season. We have one more week. We can do it.
9
I
days.
believe in you.
Yeah. 9 days until the thing
Give us your
closes.
spirit energy so we can defeat Frieza. That happened in Dragon Ball, right? I forget. It's been a while since I watched it.
Crispy, just shut
It's
up
been
and
a
go
while.
back to the fields.
It's been a long, long road. Getting
Man, this
from there to here.
This just shows the difference in generations, because as soon as you say it's been a while, it's like you guys went there and I went to Stained, so...
Been a while since
And everything I can remember.
I wonder if
I don't care who you
We
are,
need to get
Stained
Crispy to
slaps.
sing some shit, Storm.
What'd you say, Whacker?
I said we need to get Crispy to sing some
Don't
shit
fucking
for us,
tempt
man.
me,
I
man.
mean, that voice was just amazing.
I'll sing Pepper by the Butthole Surfers, don't tempt me.
Oh, I will sing.
I don't mind the
I
sun
will
sometimes,
gladly get
the
drunk
innocence-
and sing "Who Was in My Bed Last Night." with
Oh,
you.
fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, let's do it. What are you doing this weekend? I know what I'm doing.
I am flying to location redacted, and
Oh,
then
so
I'm going to hug Storm and Rail and punch Andy in the face.
And then hug
give
him.
him, give him kisses. Give him kisses for me.
And then we are all going to hang on to Diggs's legs like his children and let him drag us around.
Don't get eaten by the Wendigo. And by Wendigo,
What?
I mean like, I don't know, fucking Tom after
That's-
240s.
That's like way up northwest, dude.
I don't know
Dude.
my fucking cryptid geography other than my own
What do
state.
you mean you don't know? You should know.
I mean, I do know, just sometimes I forget, alright? I know where Skinwalker Ranch is, but if you asked me to tell you where, like, I don't know, what's like a niche cryptid, I couldn't fucking tell you. I just know my state's cryptid.
He knows where Skinwalker Ranch is, but he doesn't remember his own anniversary or birthday. It's fine, guys.
I do remember
Just
my own
like a
anniversary,
real
you
man.
motherfucker. I absolutely
Man.
remember my anniversary and my birthday. I will be
Yeah.
turning
He says
31,
never-
or, oh shit, I'll be turning 32 in several months, in like a month, or 2 months.
32.
I feel like...
So here's a fun little fact. My grandpa's birthday was December 6th, so he had a real fun time in 1940.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Except it was
Thank you for
1941.
coming to history class with Crispy. Next week we're going to talk about fucking more history shit.
And then Caesar promised that he wouldn't build a wall through the Alps. Chapter 2. Caesar built a wall through the Alps.
I would love Morgan Freeman
Look,
to narrate the
You,
history.
Storm, were the
of my
one who kept
civilization
talking
games.
shit and was like, I bet you can't get all those fucking elephants across the Alps. And look what happened, alright?
Well,
This might
yes,
just be
but the elephants weren't a problem anymore. This was Gauls he was dealing with.
This might just be a me thing, but I really now, after this conversation, want to see us play a Civ game together.
Oh my
Oh
god,
God,
yes.
no.
It's gonna
Yes.
get bad. It's gonna get
Yeah.
so bad.
Yes! Anyways, it is,
It is close to. It is. We are at time here, so this is where we must end the stream. But thank you all for joining us on this wonderful day. Glad
remember
you
to
could
be
here
good to each
for
other and stay safe.
Our corny antics. Yes, be safe, be
And
excellent, be kind to one another. Spread some.
Happy
goodness
my
in the
birthday
world.
to all of you.
Happy
Yes,
birthdays.
happy Storm's birthday to everybody.
Drink water.
Happy Cooch evacuation day. Storm
Yep,
salt.
and wow, and happy escape from the ovarian Bastille day.
Escape
And
from
you
the
all have a good
Uteril.
night, and remember that turkey bacon is the best bacon.